Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to our first round playoff podcast. I'm Sam, and with us we have Rob. How's it going, Rob?
That's going great, Sam. I mean, I
Going
love
good.
to talk about weeks where I don't play, so let's roll it, baby.
Yeah. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Now, we're of course obviously first week playoffs. You know what? This should be a very short podcast. Before we get started, let's talk about payments, Rob. So, people who haven't paid yet, your dues, your pickup fees, whatever. Please pay your dues so the commissioner can pay the players. You know what I mean? The team. So make sure you play.
We got
I'll post the information on how you do that also. So make sure you pay for it.
yeah. If commission prefers Venmo, or PayPal. I don't care, and you're certainly welcome to come over to my house. I just won't trade like yard work for it. So, guys, if you still owe pay, let's go. I got to get it done, and we're almost done here. So,
Yes. Yes.
all right.
So let's you know what? Let's again, it should be a really short podcast, only two matchups to talk about. Let's talk about our first matchup. The bag or the bat versus the autumn wind. 114 to 136. That Tate squeaked. I call that the back door. He got in the playoffs through the back door. And
Well, yeah, Tay is blessed. We all know that, So yeah, this is yeah. I mean, it should have been me or you losing to the autumn win this week, honestly, Sam. I mean, no offense, Tay, but I mean, you know it, and damn it, Sam, you or me probably would have lost the autumn win even with that mediocre 136. Let's break this baby down.
yeah.
All right. Back of the back coming in. Josh Allen looking pretty good on Sunday Night Football. Not so bad, making Fireball proud. But then again, what doesn't make Fireball proud? Kirk Cousins, 19. Seems to be a ceiling anymore. He's crap. Cam Akers. What? Dude, okay, this tastes me. Where does Sam pull? I mean, where does Tay pull this crap out of? I mean, who the hell's really got Cam Akers doing anything on Thursday Night Football? I mean, he's going to be all right, but he puts up 27, right? And much to his chagrin, he could have just run Miles Sanders out there and would have only lost by 6 points, but oh well. Alvin Kamara, and now we run into, and this is becoming a bit of a trend here outside of a couple guys. Just wide receiver pools that just there's just nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, Chase Claypool, Corey Davis, and Justin Jefferson, I mean, come on, man. Tyler Boyd, Jamison Crowder on the bench, so it's that's. Tay's a big boy. He can handle whatever we say. Tay, this wide receiver pool sucks, dude. I mean, straight up, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just pure trash. This is not a playoff caliber wide receiver pool. Greg DeLeg was his biggest scorer outside of the two quarterbacks and the brilliant Cam Akers pickup. Alvin Kamara had a nice game. I think I said that Autumn Wind was going to win by 87 points on our last podcast, and his team really underperformed. And he still, got out of there pretty easy. Taysom Hill, he's got to be done at this point, right? He's not the answer. Deshaun Watson, Deshaun Watson, man. I mean, this guy's an incredible quarterback, but dude, it was tough watching him out there. I mean, the offense. I mean, he never gets sacked, and the offensive line's just it's quit at this point. I mean, I don't know, man. This is Austin Eckler, Dalvin Cook. This is a good team.
Yeah.
I mean, he keeps putting Zeke on the bench. He's got Myles Gaskin he can run in there. If he was injured, I don't know what he's got. We'll see what he does on the moves. He's got Allen Robinson. This is a championship caliber team. And he got away. It would have been disappointing. Not because we didn't want Tay to move on by any stretch of the imagination, but it would have been disappointing if Tay had got him on a down week and snuck it out. Because let's be real, the Autumn Wind's got a better team. It sets up a good showdown with Nolan next week. So. Right?
Yeah. So, well, I'm sorry. Let's say that again. So, Autumn Wind is going up against who next week?
They'll be going up against El Oso Verde.
There we go. So that's semifinals here now.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out it's a little weird this year too. You know, noting the Raiders love we got going in our pool this year. It's a little strange, man. I think we got 2 teams playing. We're about to talk about the other one.
Yeah.
These Raiders fans, I mean, they've been waiting and they've been waiting their whole life, and it's amazing. They're both going into the fantasy with a chance to go in the fantasy championships with, no Raiders on their team. It's strange how that works. So
yeah, let's talk about our other matchup: Big Revis versus Wolfpack, 149 to 127. Todd gets knocked out of the playoff. And we gotta give it to Todd. I mean, we make fun of him, but the dude makes it to the playoffs almost every year. Almost every year.
Oh yeah, no, it's an annual tradition. He makes the playoffs and loses. I mean, so it's. I mean, dude, he may have. We'd have to get some stats on this. He may have been. Now, obviously, he's got. He's an original player. And he's going to have had the most opportunities to make the playoffs. He may have made the playoffs more than any other team in this league, but there's absolutely no question about it. He definitely has the most playoff losses, and he's got to have the most first round playoff losses. Right?
Yeah.
It's God. Okay, the love affair with Big Ben. And I know there's not a lot out there, but I mean, Pittsburgh's a mess. I think everybody kind of was like, "Oh my God, they're undefeated," and you're going,
2 games
they're playing.
Yeah.
Well, they were playing a schedule that would have made last year's Patriots blush. Okay, so I mean, these are just gimme games, and it's they have no downfield passing attack. The guy's like 38. We're not going to harp on that, but it was time to move on. Ryan Tannehill was a nice pick. Dalvin Cook we talked about earlier real briefly. Kind of brushed by him. And don't worry, Adrian, we'll get to your team big time next week. That was just an easy win. Aaron Jones kind of let him down. These guys, I mean, these are good running backs he's got there, and he just didn't get it to come together again. Even with Tyreek Hill just putting on a show, right? And, I mean, bailing out a man we're going to talk about here in a second, but, Lockett, I don't know. It's just not happening. I mean, it wasn't there. He had, I mean, Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones, this is a pretty good team. He really had it. It's a little weak in quarterback, no question about it. And it's hard to fix that. And I got inside info. He texted me the other night. He's like, "Yeah, I probably should have moved on from Roethlisberger like a month ago." I was like, "You think?" So. Harrison Butker was stellar again the other day. The Steelers defense, they lost, but hey, let's give it up for Big Rev, right?
Yeah.
On a day where Patrick Mahomes absolutely, I think the guy's thrown 2 interceptions in like the last 14 months outside of the 5 he's thrown in Miami in the Super Bowl last year and in the game the other day. And it was like, I don't know what it is with that place. It's like, it's just they win, everything. I think I saw him say, we come out here with hats, so everything's great, right? So he gets him on a day. So Big Rev was texting earlier. He's like, "Oh man, Chiefs, everything universe against me." I'm like, "Yeah, Mahomes loves comebacks, and he ran a comeback that day." I mean, I couldn't be happier for Mark. Honestly, yeah. I mean, good for him. It's great to have him back, and he's always one of my favorite people, no question about it. And of course, Todd's one of my favorite people too. And Sam, you're one of my favorite people also.
All right,
okay?
all right.
Just Merry Christmas to everybody. Adrian, we love you. Tay, Nolan, anybody else that is tuning in, this is probably all any guys. You're all my favorite people. So I'll get the news to do something on you. All right. So we're going to dwell on our losers this week and say goodbye to them and just say, man, Big Revis versus Manny next week, dude. This is, I don't know. I do not know who's going to pull that game out.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the semifinals, and then woo. Man, this is a close one. How's Nolan feeling? Is he nervous?
Oh, no. I mean, dude, I don't know. I mean, he's 17. He's got no skin in this game financially. So it's like, but Yeah, no. At this point, he's in there every year. So I think he
Yeah.
just kind of thinks it's his birthright. And I'm like, I don't know.
Mm.
We'll see. He's got a great team. Obviously, I think you got probably, honestly, at this point, you probably got your four best teams going in here. I don't think there's any great upsets. Rivas had an up and down season a little bit there, but he got it together pretty nice. Kind of stuck with it, and he's a little thin at wide receiver too. But then again, I don't know how thin you are when you got Stephon Diggs. So
Yeah, that was a great
and
game by him.
Amari Cooper is great. Oh, he was. He took over, man. So it's and Manny, Manny just he just kind of kept winning there for a while, and he kind of came in real nice, So you're probably looking at your best teams out there going at it. So I got no predictions. I'm not going to give anybody the kiss of death. It's 2020. I'm just like thrilled to death we're going to have survived this freaking fantasy season. It's good to have some, it's good to have some new blood in this thing, going at it. Adrian's been chiming away for 3 years. He's a class player. I like him. I really like having him in the league. He's a great player to have in there. And so I just, and obviously, I got to root for Nolan at this point. We just can't let him get three because I can't deal with that shit around my house. So,
You can't let him get two. Come on.
Oh, well, he get two, but you get the two, and then the commissioner gets defensive, man.
Yeah, I got you. Well,
I just got to get that fourth.
Well, thanks for joining in. It's just a short little podcast this week, and probably short next week too. And remember, folks, get your payments in so we can so the commission can send out all the other payments. And so for everybody that's out of the playoff, good luck next year, and then people that are still in there, good luck, guys. And we'll catch you
Thanks,
next week.